Welcome, Drew here today, and we're going to build the first website ever created. And here it is. I'm kind of sick right now, so you can tell my voice a little graveler, but here it is. And it's not too impressive by today's standards, but you have to remember that this was the first website ever created, and that the guy who created it also created the web too. And it was Al Gore. No, it wasn't. It was actually a guy named Tim Berners-Lee, and he created it at CERN. A bit about CERN. It's probably, the most top tier physics research lab, in the entire world. And it's well known for having the largest particle accelerator in the world. And a lot of cool discoveries have come out of CERN. It's where they found antimatter, the anti-hydrogen, and they also found the Higgs boson there. A lot of cool physics research. And of course, it's where Tim Berners-Lee, it's where he was working and where he made the first website. So the World Wide Web was initially created to store different kinds of text media, mainly physics research. If you look at all the first websites created, it was all to share physics research between the different academic institutions and big labs. And obviously, it's grown quite a bit. We've come a long way. Now we have CSS now to make the sites look a lot prettier. We have JavaScript to make the sites dynamic. We have back-end languages like PHP that allow us to interface with databases and store data. So it's come a long way. And we're going to build a site right now, or at least just the front page. It's really simple. So if you don't have VS Code, I would recommend getting it. It's where you write the code. It's a text editor. And let's get started. Okay, we made it to the coding portion, coding the first website, and kind of typed everything out. I'll show you how I got, a lot of this. So if you don't know, you can go to your web browser. I'm using Google Chrome. You can go to inspect. They actually have all the HTML code here, and if you click stuff, you also have CSS here, although this was invented before CSS. But you can see some of it there. So you have the code here, actually. And you can access HTML, CSS. I don't know about the pretty much front-end code, but you can access back-end code through that. But anyway, I have the code here. I have this little write-along thing if you want to code along. To get like a basic HTML document with VS Code, I have some shortcuts enabled, so I just do this exclamation point, tab, then doc type HTML. It says it's HTML. These are the different tags, and these are the attributes for the different tags. So, for example, this says Lang English. And that's it. But this is HTML, and this is the code for the first site. So I kind of want to go over it and like what's in it. It's pretty much just, a big text thing on like, how to access the World Wide Web, how to do stuff and create websites and stuff. There's a bibliography because, it's like research paper. But how HTML works, you can go to sites like W3 Schools, which will tell you it, but it's a tag-based language. Pretty much everything on here is a tag. You can think of like an image, that's a tag, text, that's a tag, You could have video tags, all sorts of tags. Now, you need some basic tags in here. So you need the doc type HTML. It says it's HTML. And then there's different kinds of tags. But these two, if you type in, HTML here, you see it gives you 2 tags. And that's because sometimes we put stuff inside other tags. So we have our HTML tag under our, doc type saying it's HTML. And then we split it up into our head and body section. And the head section, that's like more metadata kind of stuff. And then the body section's what's actually in the website. So if we look at like the index.html, we can see the title up here, wide web. But it'll show, and see if you go up here, that's the title, the World Wide Web Project. It shows up here, you know, and then in the tab of your site. Now these meta characters, it's just like meta things, just metadata. So character set UTF-8, that's just like, you know, what characters we're using. So yeah, like, you know, these letters, those characters. Okay, and more metadata. And here we get to the actual body of the things. And for the right along, you can just, you know, type in the same stuff. You type in H1 tag and then paste in the World Wide Web. Pretty much just type in everything there in between this body. So the head tag's more like metadata kind of stuff, including like the title, and then you can add favicons up there too if you put like an image in there. And then the body's the actual, like, where the stuff on the web page is. So this H1 tag is the header. It's a heading. There's different kinds of headers. If we go to W3 Schools, saw it in here, headings. And it shows you all the different headings, you know. That's it. And they're typically bigger than normal. And then under that, you have these A tags. These are links. So this href is a link to a different thing. See if you click on that, it's a link. And then this P here is it's just text. It's paragraph text. So you can see it's pretty much, the site's just a bunch of, there's the header tag, the heading, H1. There's the P tags, you know, with the paragraph text. There's these A tags with the links. See, and then I forgot to mention this, but if you look at the link, like, let's look at this link in here. So A, saying it's a link that ends it. Href is like where it's going. And then this executive summary, you can see it right there. The stuff you put in between the tags, that's going to be the text you see here. Okay, and you can kind of see the same thing. And then this stuff isn't really, you don't really see these tags a lot. You don't really use them, but they're descriptive lists. If you go to, you know, W3 Schools again, to the descriptive list tag, you can see it's just a list with terms and descriptions. You got, you know, the title, and then you have like the description down there. So you can see, if we go back here, see, it's the link. So like there's like the help thing, it's the title, and under that is the description. And that's pretty much it. The site's really easy. It's pretty much just HTML. And I hope that was helpful, you know, in seeing how the first website was coded. It's really cool. So that's us building the first website ever, or just the front page. Pretty cool. You can find a copy of the code here. And if you want to deploy it, we have hosting, you know, and you can grab it on our site. We also have tons of content on there, you know, and how to design, build, and market your website, from like setting up analytics on there to running Facebook ads and stuff like that. And I hope you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more content. Thank you.